on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, 319! 54 Mike. Watch the out, watch the out!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
All right, D, let's switch it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Kill, turn up.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, 88. Mike, check, 59.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Drop deep. Yes. Banjo. Ready?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. You don't want this.
On 3rd down, Costello. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready, break.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check Mike, check Mike. Get it.
And some room to roam now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Delvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Let's get this.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20.
All day, every day, any day.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
36.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mike's 42. Mike's
Hey, Alpha.
ready. Hey, Mike.
Let's go.
Mike's 42.
Back to throw. Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Hey! Shoot!
Looking to throw. Costello. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, it's our house. Slick.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Check. 42's the mark.
Watch the slip.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
10 Lobos. 80 weapon.
Mike 42.
Ready?
On first and 10, Costello. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Ready? 60 out.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? Jim.
Yep.
Motion. Pop.
Mike 5.
Mike 42.
Now Cook running right.
Let's go, D.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. With a lot of the media, Charles, ourselves included, starting to prep those MVP ballots, you wonder if last week's performance, which he admitted was not very good, if that hurt him at all coming down the stretch.
Less than 50 yards on the ground in last week's game that you referenced, and let's face it, if he has another game like that, we'll erase him from the MVP discussion. He won't even be talked about anymore. He has to bounce back with 100-plus in this one in order to stay in that race.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Topper! Please rip.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
It's fourth down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On second down, Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down. On fourth down, Costello. And that is going to be incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
Check 30. Greystone travel.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Uncle, over here. Check three.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lambert. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lambert.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, D.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And this one complete to Smith. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Yeah.
After that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Craig's 3. 218, chopper. We got double up. Hey. Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Costello. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
26 Mike.
Yo, go.
Watch the curl.
Smooth.
26 Mike, 20,
go. On 4th down, Costello. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now, Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Choose the Mike.
I got him.
Hit it.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go, boys, go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Off play action. Costello. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
We call that a
Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
Here we go. And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dean Lowry in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Costello going deep for Diggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early into this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
To throw is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Thank you.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Ready, weapon. Go, go.
42. Let's go.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Got him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Hey. Go. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Costello. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Oh, you got deep? Switch.
They go back to the air here
Thank
after
you.
the INT on the last drive. And some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team.
Hit him, Harrison.
When we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got Smith here. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
Thank you.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Hit him. Lay your ass down.
And this will be incomplete.
What's wrong with you?
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Nowhere to go.
To escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now
Do
Rodgers.
it.
And that will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Shit.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
Give it here.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Devin White, the rookie out of LSU, there to bat that one away.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Cook with a first down and much more. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the field and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. There he goes, left side. And he's going to... This is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added
to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Vikings, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Packers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Oh, Glendale,
Davis,
Cardinals.
Our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't finna play with you, man, I gotta come. time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride? Never try. You will never know. You ain't never tried. Work it out. Hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes.
Good night.
What I do? Lace up the shoes. Chase the reviews. Now what I do?
You still grumpy?
I'm not grumpy.
What do you call it?
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. No, I couldn't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop doing no tracks, it's not no preseason.
Trey Wayne, oh, need to go about his business, bruh.
Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be?
I'm not re-signed. I can't wait to hit contract.
Competition never match, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy. I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job. You can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
You have got to go, sir. I'm sorry. As much as I need that reinforcement, it ain't worth it. Not resigning you, not resigning you. 23. Right tackle. I might resign. I want you, Sheldon. Nah. You good. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. I resign. You gotta go. Y'all need to get the hell up out of here, bruh. That man. Woo! Damn, Donnie got fucked up.
Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out.
team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab proud man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock? Like rocket fuel?
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch 'cause you
up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Looking. Feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Nah. I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Weeks working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers. You can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we God, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal. They be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not. Going back to those days, I'ma treat you how you treat me. Do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you. You like my ace? I got way too many problems to be worried. I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm. Foreign cars driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me fun of it. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Here now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Yell nets, every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him, finish him. Mess around. Even if I ever did the minimum, all in the Arizona, better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with. Batman, when I got a team with me, I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up. Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat or watch. I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top. More bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Going big, going big. Everywhere. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big. Going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many when they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm Swear I'm going big like a lineman. Shoe up, bring the line. To the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight. With the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He don't. Not get violent, ayy, cause he gave me patience, ayy, swear to God. Ayy, when you making bands, can make fans, cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting, and I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ayy, I know we the ones that. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm Mama, stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick. Acting like time to bring the bass back.
Yeah. Foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex. This is Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. Mexican, dummy pesos. Get your sauce on the
What up, bruh? What up, bruh?
Man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this.
Yo. How much were you doing? That's all I want to do, just play my game.
Why you gotta add it to this? What's wrong with this?
Play my game. I ain't lose. So I play my game. Oh, they in the park? Give me Saquon, bruh. Give me Saquon, bruh. That's all I want. I need one more Saquon, bruh. 50,000 coins. 50,000 coins, my father.
What's going on? What happened when you get 50,000?
Nothing, I'm just trying to... Saquon, come on. Fuck, who is Laramie Tunsil?
What are you doing? What's wrong with this?
I'm trying to build my coin stats so I can finish. I got some more players, some more cards. I got Saquon. Tremaine Edmonds. I got more players, cards that I got to buy so I can get my team to a 95 overall. And I'm doing a method where I spend 500 coins, but I'm spending 50,000. Right? Saquon Barkley, I already got him once, so I can sell him and make my 50,000 back, but I want to keep him, so I need another one. Saquon Barkley is 50,000 coins, so the amount of money that I spent, I make back just on that one card. So everything else after that would be profit. Does that make sense?
It do. Sound like you and a drug lord, fucking drug lord, but I mean, it doesn't make sense though for sure.
I'm spending coins to get better cards, but if the cards are shitty, then I might end up losing 50,000. Saquon. Who is Marcus Gilbert? Who the fuck is Marcus Gilbert, bruh?
That nigga sound like he the worst NFL player of all time.
Saquon. Alright, I know who you are, but you still ain't worth shit.
But all these cards that you get in, can't you just add them up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I can add them up, but what I'm going to end up doing is putting them in sets so I can get a card. So like, okay, for my 68s, I got to put them in a set. I got to put 3 in a set so I can get 70. So I lose 3 cards to make 170 overall. So I lose 9 68 so I can get 370 overall. Then I take those 3 and put them in another set. You get what I'm saying? To potentially go take that 68 card and make it into a 90 or above. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do it for, like, there's other ways that I can do it, but it's super expensive. I'm being hella cheap right now. Like, I don't want to spend the 100,000 to do it, so I'm just gonna do it 500 at a time for 50,000, hoping that I can pull. I mean, I pulled a few 80, 81s. Saquon. No, fucking genius. Oh. So what I'm I want a car that's worth money, so it'll be a profit. So that 50,000 I spent is just there. Then everything else is automatically profit after that. Without that Saquon Barkley, everything that I do from this after that 50,000 is digging into profit. Does that make sense? I'm trying not to lose coins. My goal is to make them.
Okay.
You still don't give a fuck.
I see what you're saying. All you're trying to do is be able to flip what you have and make more money.
And make more money so I can buy better cards.
Exactly. I mean, that's not. You don't gotta disrespect my intelligence in order to. I don't get why you have to do that. That was nuts.
It's aggravating because the method I'm doing is just a long process. Like I sat here last night from like 12 to 3 o'clock in the morning doing this shit. Flipping cards. Every once in a while I get a good pull. But like, you get a certain amount of training for each card that you got. Like a 67 is only gonna give you like 8 training. So the higher the card is, the more you get. A 96 overall will give you like, I think it's like 34,000 training or something like that. So if you pull a 96, you got 2 options. You can either keep it, add it to your team, and try to build that card up to make it a 99, or you can sell it for training and try to pull packs to get better players. So depending on the card, like if it's a card that I don't want to run with my team, then I'll sell it regardless of how good it is. Like I had like Darren Waller, and I needed another tight end because all I got is Gronk on my team. But instead of keeping him at a 97, I decided to sell him, which I made like 400,000 coins off of him, but them shit's long gone. And now I'm chasing another Darren Waller, trying to do the same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which is gonna cost me about 200,000 just if I was to buy him. Now, if I can pull the cards to make his set and buy like 1 or 2, then I'll be in the positive. But it ain't looking good for the boy. I don't even want to look. Ain't nobody want that old ass man. I can't even say his name. Nadama Kansu? What's that? How you say that nigga name, bro? That nigga old, bro. And when he played with the rounds, that's how you know the last time I watched the NFL, bro. He won't with no rounds, bro. He played with the Colts, bro. When he ain't never played the Colts. Lions, there you go. I know it was one of them blue motherfuckers. You must be in a wreck. I'm bringing my new build if we go to the park. My playmaking short at the small forward. He's 6'9".
Wait, huh? What did you say, Mr. Bruce?
I said I'm bringing my new build. Playmaking short, small forward, man.
I'm not playing with that.
Why?
No. First of all, because I know you're not serious.
For one, I am. As a heart attack. Tell Brittany to shut the hell up.
You heard that, right?
Sound like a fire alarm. She must be cooking.
No, she's sitting down, relaxed, watching a movie.
What happened to you last night? You got caught up in that relationship bullshit, didn't you?
Yeah, I had to give it some time. Why not? Don't make me feel bad, baby.
You heard how I worded it, though.
Got caught up in that. Like, I'm not supposed to do that.
That relationship bullshit. Saquon, please ain't gonna look. Okay, I'll take you. They bumped him up like he just an all-star fucking running back after the Super Bowl. They gave Raheem Mostert 96 speed and everything, bro.
Damn.
Like he just had a remarkable season. He didn't even really do a whole lot in the Super Bowl. He did keep the ball moving, I give him that. But he ain't do a whole lot, bro. We're talking about. Not to have no 98 fucking card, overall card. AD 86, Demarius. All right, all right. I got one more. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Of course, Silver. You stupid motherfuckers. You stupid motherfuckers. Man, follow what you play? Well, you only play 2 games. And ain't nobody on 2K, so I know you ain't playing that.
I think AB.
So, Bruce. Where Bruce go? Oh, shit. You hear my son raging?
What did he say?
You didn't hear him?
No. I heard a yell, but I didn't know what he said.
That nigga said we need action, bro. Whoever you playing. Whoever you playing with that, with that Fortnite, but ain't doing their job, bro.
We need action, nigga.
Look, now my oldest one raging. They must be playing together. That nigga said we need action, bro. Don't play with him. Yeah, he cursing out his brother. That's what it is. Brittany pregnant yet? She told me yesterday she was pregnant.
She ain't never say that shit.
She told me yesterday. She said she wasn't ready to tell you. She said she felt like you was gonna act like a bitch. I said I don't blame you. Alright. Tell her I said shut up and cut that TV down.
I can't even hear the TV.
Shut up and cut it down. What am I gonna do with a power up? Shaq Mason, bro.
Watch me celebrate, I'm cocky. I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, out there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on.
Hey, what time is it, bro? Y'all niggas tripping. Oh, I'm talking to my kids. They in here raging over this video game.
9:24. We need freaking action, Marcus.
Cam, hey, you need to chill out. Marcus, you chill out too. Fuck wrong with y'all? Brits don't have no more kids, bro.
One and done. One for one, nigga.
Oh, don't worry about it. That drunken night gonna come. And when they do,
Brandy won't be there, huh? They'll know we know.
Brooks don't seem like the type that do cheat, but he seem like that if he did, that nigga wouldn't tell a soul. Like that nigga take that shit straight to the grave. Hook seem like the type that'd be like, nah, I don't even know her. Shit crazy. Oh, I know it's a whole lot of sleeping around on them boats. That's all y'all got. Y'all be gone months on end too. Well, it's a whole lot of sleeping around anyway. On both of them. Or a motherfucker be deployed and come home and his bank account be cleared, the girl be gone. Damn, Jody done got a hold of her. Yeah, them niggas will say that shit, and you'll fuck around and get in trouble behind it. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans. Damn. Are we going to the park or no? Rodney.
Oh? That nigga Porzingis blocking everything. Yeah, you said what?
Are we going to the park or no?
You can go to the park.
I don't know if I like how you answered that. I really don't. You sounded a little too enthused for me, bruh. And I'm gonna leave that there.
Oh, man, what's wrong with you, nigga?
Hey, yo. Jerome Baker. Nope. Falling, your game over?
No.
Alright. Brooks, don't get missing, bro. You know how you do. Man, Falling game ain't over. How much time you got? How much time you got?
I knew Mr. Brooks. Mr. Brooks.
How much time do you got, bruh? 3 times out of that the same goddamn question.
What question did you ask?
Oh my god. How much time do you have?
I'm in the third. Just started.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. I'm not even in the starting lineup. So. Yeah, I'm just working on this new dude. But I'm not playing with him in the park though, no. If that's what.
Oh, we know. That's just enough to fucking create you another thing.
Honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work. Tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence.
You said what?
I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any come and see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from when
You could go to Pro Am 3s though.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily
How'd you?
manifesting on my premonitions.
That nigga said, hey. What, they not in the park? Where they at? He said that's his Madden.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Don't the new one come out here in the next couple weeks? What's wrong with McFarlane Mike?
Back up. Seriously, I'm on it. I got the headphones on, bro.
You ain't mad as no. I think I downloaded and played that shit 3 times and immediately deleted that shit. Bro, I used to get that game and just buy all the whatchamacallit so I can max my dude out in AAA ball. Play like 4 or 5 games AAA, one game AA, then I'm in the majors. Was that part of? Is that part of the story? Who do baseball? Like who do it? Like 2K or oh okay. EA. I wish they get fucking live back together. 2K shit dumb. Not like get it, not like bring it out, like make it good again. Right. Right. Uh huh. Right. I think the last one I played where Tony Parker was on the cover. You don't realize how much you miss shit till it's gone though, bro. Cause I didn't even play NCAA basketball like that, but now that shit gone, the football was too fake to me, bro. Yeah, niggas be triple covered. They can do the cheats, but they know nothing else. They do how to cheat. I might need to keep this John Ross. They coming out with the draft set here soon. Them niggas talking like Mark Barrow. What's his name? What's that quarterback name? The overall? Joe Burrow. They talking like he don't even want to go there, but Cincinnati not a bad team, bro. Right. He hasn't said it. Media took what they asked him and spun it to what the fuck they wanted to spin it into. All that man said is he want to sit down and talk to them and see where their head is at. And I mean, who honestly, when you got your pick of the litter, who doesn't want to be a part of the team that wants to go on a Super Bowl run? Like yeah, he in contract season, ain't he? Yeah. And what's the other dude that's his contract up? It's another one. Another decent player. But then they got fucking Mixon, bruh. Right. I don't know what the fuck we trying to do. We done got rid of pretty much every good player on our squad or forced them to leave. He'd be dumb to send him to Chicago, bruh. Like Cam is the reason why so many people love the Panthers. Like, I don't get it twisted. Like the Panthers, we've always been a decent team. You know what I'm saying? Like we came into the league as a solid squad. Like it took us a couple years, but we've always been a playoff caliber team. You get what I'm saying? And we've had what three runs at the Super Bowl since the team been and the team ain't even been around but a good 20 years. I don't even think it's that long. But our back office is just so fucked up, bro. We not heavy in free agency. They won't keep the good players that we do have. You know, they let go. Take for instance, Steven fucking Jackson. They let him go. And it's right. D'Angelo Williams. I mean, I don't think that was our back office. I think that was more D'Angelo. But still, like, I don't necessarily know of the two if D'Angelo Russell would be the one I get rid of. You get what I'm saying? Him and Cam, for one, he didn't have his production value. He didn't want to be there. He self-sabotaged. Yeah, hell yeah. Well, he was. I don't know if you remember, but he was going in on Cam talking about some. If he would have had any other quarterback, he would have been, the go-to guy. But if you look at his stats, without Cam, Calvin has never been productive at all. Yeah. Right. He was though, like Kelvin Benjamin was eating before Odell Beckham came in and did his thing. I mean, like before Odell became OBJ. You know what I'm saying? Like Kelvin, Kelvin was injured the year that Cam Newton went for his MVP season. Was the year OBJ was out. I mean, made a name for himself with that catch, which happened to be the year that Kelvin Benjamin was injured for the whole season. Because you remember the year before that, he had a hell of a rookie season. Yeah, he had a hell of a. But then he injured himself, and when he came back the following year, he was like 30, 25 or 30 pounds heavier, and he just wasn't as productive, bro. Oh my god! Oh my
Are y'all ready?
god! Nah, he not somebody. He not no workhorse. I wouldn't depend on him down in the stretch. We need a solid receiver, bro. And I think that's what we doing. I think because we gonna get a high draft pick, and they want to see how Cam gonna come back from his injury from one, and do with a decent quality receiver that they pick up out of the draft if they decent, because they might turn around and be a fucking bust. I hope he do too, bro. I'm just ready to see who we gonna get, and I want to know who gonna fill them fucking shoes at middle linebacker, bro. Them some heavy shoes to fill, bro. Everywhere, bro. Everywhere. From a business standpoint, like the worst thing they could have done was get rid of Odell, bro. They should have paid that man. Just like I think right. But my thing is, bro, like if they would have just fucking catered to Victor Cruz just for a little bit, just you know what I'm saying, and with that duo, Victor Cruz and fucking Odell in the same fucking lineup, like, well, Victor was kind of injury prone. He was on the back end of his shit. But a healthy Victor Cruz, bro, and that rookie or that first, second year fucking OBJ, bro, that shit would have been. Yeah, I forgot who OBJ is, bro. Like his personality, like niggas is just built different. Like just take your money, shut the fuck up, go home. Get on Twitter, just start running they fucking mouth. I can't remember, but it remind me they like a fucking Martavis Bryant, bro. But besides not being able to pass a drug test, that nigga talked his way out of the NFL. That nigga can't pass it. But you think about it, man. All them, I mean, Calvin said he smoked after every game that they played, but there's no way in hell that he ain't never pissed hot on no drug test. But he produced, so they gonna do what they gotta do to keep him clean. Yeah, he
Hey, you have to join on me.
openly came out and said he smoked after every game. Calvin got out. He was probably smart how he got out. Now how they fucked over his money is beyond me.
Huh? Oh shit, I'm on the way now. My bad.
Alright, let me get up this game. How they fucked over his money, bro, is beyond me, bro. They fucked that man up.